Welcome to the NBA Pub Hub. It's Tuesday, February 8th. Ian Cameron, Dutch Boy, Fresh Trot, Wham, Billy Briz on a Tuesday, ready to break down the NBA card. Before we get to that, just a quick thought on the big deal today, the big trade. Of course, we're less than 24 hours from the – actually, no, we're 2 days away from the trade deadline. It's Thursday, the trade deadline in the NBA. But a big one today with the Pacers and the Kings, a mammoth deal. We've got going to Sacramento, going to Indiana, rather, Tyrese Halliburton, Buddy Hield, Tristan Thompson off to the Indiana Pacers in exchange for Jeremy Lamb, Justin Holiday, and Domantas Sabonis, plus some draft picks headed to the Sacramento Kings. So it's pretty amazing to me that the one guy that's actually very, very positive about the future for Sacramento and wanting to be there, Tyrese
this is going to be the highest. This is going to be the highest his trade value is ever going to reach. For real.
Yeah, and the one guy that gives a single
Halliburton
solitary
can't shoot. Man, don't give me that face. Halliburton.
Yeah. I'm glad somebody put him out of there because he was talking crazy. The boy shooting over 40%. What are you talking about?
But yeah, I mean, he actually wanted to stay there, guys, in Sacramento, and somehow, he ends up getting traded. Welcome to the Sacramento Kings, essentially, right now. That's the way they operate as a franchise.
Sabonis is a great addition to that team.
And when he's healthy.
Now we're doing that. Let's start doing the when we're healthy conversation for a whole entire episode when it's not the trade deadline week.
I mean, that's the issue that with him. But for Indiana, certainly getting Halliburton, I think, is terrific. Sacramento,
he was killing this props, though. I'm not saying I didn't like Halliburton as a player. I love Halliburton as a player. It's one of my favorite players in the NBA. I love betting his assist prop. That shit done paid off a lot of things for me. But
Wham knows all about that.
But if we're really being frank about Halliburton, bro, he was really not that much. Man, give me Fox over Halliburton. Cheers to that.
All right, like De'Aaron Fox, certainly, yeah, we like him as a player, but it's really, really
Halliburton's been having a better statistical season.
Yeah, it's really confounding to me because here's a guy that actually kind of wants to be there in the midst of absolutely a shit show franchise and dealt away today. Pretty hilarious when it's all said and done. Dutch, what do you think of this big trade here today, Pacers and Kings?
Yeah, man. Real quick, salute to the ladies, gents, and DJs for tuning in. You already know, hit the motherfucking like button like I just hit that plane. Skittles cake get you right where you need to be. Yeah, man. Hey, Ski, I see you in there. He said Billy cutting up. It's early, and he definitely is. But I can't lie, though. What he's saying is, you already know I agree with a little bit. I don't know if I agree with all the energy, but I agree with the fact that I do think the Pacers got a good deal here. I mean, Sacramento did. I think, I'm on the other side of that. My fault, Wham Bam. I do agree. I think, honestly, I do believe this is the highest Halliburton trade value would be. I honestly believe that. I do believe that,
Thank you.
I'm just cutting everybody off in the chat. Maybe I'm fucking smart. I personally believe. Thank you, Big Show, motherfucker. Really, I agree with them, but I don't agree with them at the same motherfucking time. God damn it! But hey, no, real talk though. I do believe Sabonis is clearly the best player out of all these guys. And then you throw on Jeremy Lamb too, and on top of that, Holiday. I mean, what did you get? You got a streaky ass Buddy Hield, Halliburton, who I don't even. I mean, say what you will, but Fox, Halliburton, pick or choose, bro. I really don't think there's that much of a difference. And then you get Tristan Thompson. I honestly believe the Pacers made a fucking good deal here. Sacramento did. And the Pacers, they got all right. I'm not saying it's like they got stolen, but I like Sabonis. I don't like him as a superstar, but if you could, like I said prior to the show, Ian, if you have him as a 2 or a 3, you're pretty nice. So De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, get one more ad in there. We'll see what they could do. I mean, really, what do the Pacers got? They got Halliburton now, and that's it. I don't really get it, but we'll see. I know my guy Wayne's big on Hallie. I know he's big on Hallie.
Come on. I just told y'all.
Wham, we got to rebuttal for Wham.
Yeah, come on, bro. I had to. I'm sorry, Ian, to cut you off, bro. But first off, they getting rid of the shooters. How the hell is this a good thing for Sacramento? How is this a good thing? We know they can't defend. Now they can't shoot. They got rid of their best fucking 3-point shooter in Buddy Hield. Didn't they get rid of a 41% career shooter in Tyrese Halliburton? How the hell he can't shoot? And he's shooting 41% from the 3. What are you talking about? I don't know. And I'm glad Billy got to come back in somehow, but that's some wild ass shit. That's some wild ass shit. Okay, let's talk about it as well. 2 years, he about to get the fuck out of Sacramento. In 2 years, Sabonis is gone, and then you still got Halliburton on contract. How is this a better fucking play for them, bro? Y'all are crazy as hell. What the hell is Sacramento doing? I feel bad for my cousins that are real Sacramento
Greg,
kings.
can I ask you this,
they
though?
live in Sacramento their whole life, bro.
They haven't made
bro.
a good trade or a good deal in years. I'm not
Greg,
about to give them the benefit of the
Halliburton's
doubt.
so fucking good. Why are they so fucking bad still, bro? That's what I'm saying.
He's their best player. That's the problem. That's the problem.
He's their best player.
He
played the best because it's really the coaching. It's really the coaching, bro. It really goes back down to the coaching.
You said he can't shoot.
Players that are
Billy,
being
we don't want to hear what you want to say,
court,
Billy.
Bro.
You said he can't shoot. He shoot 41%, bro. His shot is ugly. You can say that. You can say his shot is ugly, but
Halliburton is not going out.
He can do it underhanded,
40 points in a playoff game, bro. That's not
that's what matters.
Save that for. We gonna save that for
drinking early now.
Save that for who's banging, man. We gonna talk about this trade deadline stuff.
Let's do it for sure. Yes,
you know how we do it, man.
We're gonna do it on Thursday, man. Billy just made it happen. We're gonna make that happen.
There it is.
Hey, the still the
order
was the Pelicans
in the pub court.
Real talk.
Although it shouldn't be order.
I know, order in the pub court. We got 10 games today, man. We got a lot.
There shouldn't be order
because
because it's
straight to the props.
It's supposed to be rowdy in a pub scenario. Yeah,
on a Tuesday.
We actually like it like this. Yeah,
let's get it.
And what are you doing in the chat here, Ski? Don't you have a show at this time competing?
Man, all I gotta say is if you don't want to be entertained, man, you can click onto another video, man. Ain't no other video on YouTube going to give you these player props, these sides, and these totals, and give you entertainment, bro. The rest of these motherfuckers is boring.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, that's what we do. We're winning right now on the Pub Hub. It's winning. It was a great day yesterday. I'll tell you that across the board. Very good Monday for the crew, but it's all about what you're going to do tonight. I know that's all the viewers and the listeners care about, and rightfully so. It was nice yesterday. Let's see what we can do tonight on this Tuesday card. So let's get to it. We'll start with the first game on the board here, Phoenix, Philadelphia. We got the Sixers, 1.5 point home favorites, 217.5 the total. We got 10 games. We got about 50 minutes of show time, so I'm going to try to be brief. That's difficult for me, but I'm going to try to be quick with the analysis here. I like the over here. Series history has been one-sided to the over. I think there's going to be some offensive advantages here for both teams. We've seen both teams slip a little bit defensively in recent games. The Suns have been a very good defensive team all year, but the last few games, we've seen them give up 124 to Chicago, to Atlanta, to Minnesota. They shut down Washington. Big deal. Washington can't score against the Pub Hub crew, let alone an NBA team right now. And the other game they gave up.
Man, I bet on the games. I don't play basketball no more for a reason.
They'd still struggle, I think, to crack 100 right now against us. I'm serious.
Maybe against your Raptors.
For sure.
They are right now. Hey, the Raptors are rolling. You can't say shit about them right now. They're playing very well. At this, I like the over here, 217.5. It's been a lot of overs in the series history. Nothing more to say than that. I think both teams will find their way to scoring points. So over 217.5 for me here. Dutch, Phoenix, and Philly.
Yeah, man. Hey, big shout out to our guy Top Shelf Star Child. Cashfield said Billy like a disgruntled poster worker.
I'll tell you right now, man, this is a service to the people, man, because I can gladly go on my phone and bet the shit that I talk about by myself.
Hey, it's all good. Big shout out to JB Brown, Mr. Bang Bang. I see you. But yeah, man. Hey, this right here, this is one of those I'm real tempted to. It's like one of them super exotic new strains testing out at 33%. But it's in a motherfucking backwood, so you already know what I'm about to do with it. Pass that bitch. Back with it, please, Big Show. Exotic is a motherfucker, though. Exotic is a motherfucker.
Great game, though. Yeah, great game, though, for sure. All right, Wham, how about you here? Suns and Sixers.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Ian. Like you mentioned, the series for these guys has been over. I'm going over in the first quarter, over 53.5. Last 3 road games for the Suns has went over. Last 3 home games for the Sixers is went over in the first quarter as well. So I expect there to be some type of first quarter love, early quick magic. Maybe the Sixers pull it off towards the end. I think Billy may be talking about that a little bit, but I do like the full game for the Sixers for the full game. I haven't bet that yet, but I did take the first quarter over 53.5. That's the way I'm rocking.
All right, there we go. Jay Wills, $15 dono. There it is. Thank you very much. The dono train comes out with that amount, $15 from Jay Wills. We appreciate you as well. Thank you for the kind words. We're here 5 days a week, NBA Pub Hub. And
shout outs Jay Wills for the $15 dono, because y'all Lakers then lost me a lot of money this year, man. So, all Lakers fans got to donate in the chat. Wham, I got you next.
Billy, leave it to Billy to turn a donation to the channel into a donation for himself. Yeah, there you go. Help him out. Yeah,
I'm messing with y'all, man. We gotta have
good one, man. A good one.
Oh man, yeah, appreciate it very much. No, we entertain, right? We bust each other's balls. It's a lot of fun. Great show. Great. We like to have some fun. You don't want to just I like this game. I like this game. No, we entertain. We have some laughs. Shoot the shit. It's a lot of fun always, and we appreciate you supporting the show and the channel. Jay Wills, thank you for the dono. There we go. All right, Billy, floor is yours here. Phoenix and your boys from Philly.
Yeah, man, let's get straight to the point. Like Wham said, man, everybody's betting over, but in reality, it's really the first quarter over. The Sixers are getting a little bit healthier. That means our benches are getting a little bit deeper, and that means Embiid's still going to play 10 out of 12 minutes in the first quarter. And if he's playing 10 out of 12 minutes in the first quarter against DeAndre Ayton's bum ass, you know what that means. We're going right to the first quarter over. I actually got 51.5 earlier this morning. But let's go straight to the player prop section. We got a lot of games on this card today, so we're just going to get straight to the player props and not even talk about the analysis. If you want to tell me on my hangover Sunday bet of the day that was on the website, we're going to go right back to the well again. Seth Curry over 1.5 3-pointers. And we're going to even ladder that bad boy up to 2.5 to get that plus money in there. And then we're also looking in this game. Don't sleep. DeAndre Ayton has been playing a lot better basketball over the weekend. His minutes limit, I think this is when the minutes limit comes off tonight. And the Sixers are horrible against rebounding teams. My favorite player prop in this game is probably going to be DeAndre Ayton over 8.5 rebounds. It's minus 130. A little bit juicy, but I see some people taking minus 130 on the sides. What's a minus 130 on a player prop, bro? You could bet DeAndre Ayton double-double. There's a lot of ways to attack this game. I think this is the best game to really same-game parlay. I currently have a same-game parlay on FanDuel of Tobias over 4 rebounds, Ayton over 6 rebounds, Paul over 8 assists, Mikal Bridges 1+ 3-pointer, Booker with 2 threes, Curry with 2 threes, and Embiid have 25 plus points, plus 370. It's a good way to get paid. You can hit the rewind if you didn't hear it.
There you go. I change my opinions all the time on players and teams, and it's all.
Man, I'm telling you, man. Now. Look at the statistical data about DeAndre Ayton. If you watch that game over the weekend against the Washington Wizards, or if you played NBA DFS, man, DeAndre Ayton damn near had a double-double at halftime on a minutes limit. I would imagine the minutes limit came off the last game after he had a double-double at halftime. I would imagine if they're playing against the Philadelphia 76ers and a big game in Philadelphia, DeAndre Ayton, you better grab some fucking rebounds tonight.
There you go. All right, we move on to Boston and Brooklyn. Boston, 8.5-point road favorites, 212.5 the total in this one. I don't know who's suiting up for Brooklyn, but there's a lot of people missing tonight for them. They already said James Harden's going to be out once again for the Brooklyn Nets. Of course, Kyrie Irving can't play with this game being a home game in Brooklyn. Kevin Durant is still out. Aldridge is still out. Harris is still out. So it's going to be a Patty Mills, DeAndre Bembry, Kessler Edwards, James Johnson, Blake Griffin back in the starting. Whenever you see Blake Griffin in the starting five, you know it's trouble for the Brooklyn Nets here. Brooklyn stinks right now. They're unbackable. I can't believe I'm saying this about the Brooklyn Nets, considering what we thought maybe going into the season they were capable of. But they are a shell of that team. They're falling apart. There's dissension in the ranks, in the locker room. Trade rumors galore with Harden right now. Terrible road trip, blown out in the last 2 games of that trip. I don't do this very often with Boston, but I'm going to actually take them first half and full game here. -4.5, -8.5. It's the only way you can play it, as far as I'm concerned. Boston's actually heating up a little bit. They destroyed and dismantled Orlando in their last game. Brooklyn's just a one-way team for me right now. Bet against or leave it alone. So I'm going to do the Celtic double up here. First half -4.5, full game -8.5. Wham, Boston, Brooklyn.
Y'all already know, man. I don't have to convince y'all too much. It's Marcus Smart over 5.5 assists, hit 4 of the last 5 games. didn't hit the last game because everyone was becoming carousel in assists. Shouldn't be that issue today. I agree with you as well. Brooklyn is dead last in rebound percentage, so I expect Boston to hold it down. They're top 10 in that category over the last 5 games. I believe that this Brooklyn team was also allowing the second most assists, just allowing us to go over that 5.5 for Marcus Smart. So give me the Marcus Smart assist. As far as the side, I agree. I think it may be Smack City. I see my guy Jay Money on it. Ian Cameron's talking about it as well. You know I'm not about to go against you, Babano, so I'm going to take this one, bro. I think that may be the play. Boston as far as the side, but Marcus Smart as far as the assist prop. That's where I'm going.
To me, the only reason you would not be on Boston is if you're worried that everybody's on it and it's too easy, it's too obvious. Well, I also thought Miami was too obvious last night, and I also thought maybe Toronto would be too obvious last night, and they both got it done. So the obvious sometimes is the right way to go, and it feels that way with the Celtics. Dutch, what do you think?
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our girl, Tiffany, liking the assist over with Patty Mills. I mean, he really the only motherfucker they got out there, so I ain't mad at that. He'll probably be chucking it from 3 too, an awful lot. But yeah, man, I bet this game early, but for show purposes, I'm right. I'll pretty much just right with Ian. First half, full game. We talked about Boston. I mentioned it. Probably the fucking worst team for me to start the season. I know me and Wham Bam went through quite a bit with this motherfucker. It was a bad relationship with that motherfucker. Let's just say that. But now I think they turned the corner a little bit. And I mentioned I believe they're a bet on team. They're full roster. I don't like the Josh Richardson talk about all that, but they're pretty deep at the guard with Schroeder coming off. Marcus Smart's playing his thing, and really it comes down to Mr. Jaylen Brown and Tatum doing their thing as well. But what they've been doing as well as with all these talented scorers, they've been playing team defense. They had the #1 defensive rating since January 1st as a team. So Boston has been locking it down on the defensive end. They've won 5 straight. In those 5 games, they're allowing 94 points per game. They are 3-2 ATS last 5 on the road. And now we could talk about, is everyone's on Boston now? Is it going to be tricky? Let's be scared. Let's not pull the trigger here at the 4.5 and the 8.5. But let's keep it real here. Brooklyn has busted these motherfucking boys' ass. Not just 1, not 2, for fucking quite a bit of times. They're 1-8 straight up last 9 versus the Brooklyn Nets. Boston is. So I believe they're going to take advantage of, let's so say, the bully being down. Hey, they're going to take advantage of, jump on that motherfucker. And I believe Boston will start. It is a trifecta spot. Like you said, Jan, my man, Wham, Jay Money on the trifecta. I believe it's first quarter, first half, and full game. But for show purposes, it's first half, full game for me. And the Nets are damn near an auto fade. They're 0-8 straight up, last 8, allowing 119 points per game. They can't stop a fucking nosebleed. Ian's right. We will bust that ass if we went out there. You know what I mean? Average loss per game is 11 points per game. 1-7 ATS overall, last 8 against the number, and 1-9 last 10 at the house against the number. I think we could fade Brooklyn all the way up to 10 here. So 8.5 does not scare me. And obviously I like the first half as well.
Yeah, you would think the number may not even come into play because you saw Brooklyn lose, by 20 or more in each of their last 2 games. It's been ugly. Billy, what do you like here?
Oh, I'm allowed to speak now. Favorite prop of this game is going to be Robert Williams double-double plus 220. Y'all lost the analysis of it.
All right, there we go. On we go. We got Indiana and Atlanta. Atlanta 12.5 point home favorites, 226.5 the total. Of course, Indiana, part of that big trade with Sacramento today, and it's obviously totally splintered their starting lineup for sure. You're looking at right now Kiefer Sykes, Chris Duarte, Torrey Craig, O'Shea Brissett, and Goga Bitadze as their starting 5 here in this game against the Hawks. So obviously it's going to be tough probably for them to compete with that starting group on the court. And of course, all the players they just got from Sacramento, Halliburton, Hield, and company, there's no way they're suiting up tonight. They're just finding out about the trade. Probably will take the night and early tomorrow to travel into Indiana and arrive. So short-handed, depleted team. Obviously, the bench is really where you'll feel that for Indiana. I don't know if I want to lay this many with Atlanta, but I would certainly only look at Atlanta here, maybe a first-half full game split. I think the team total for Atlanta might be worth a look over 119.5. It kind of feels like they'll bounce back. They're off 2 straight losses to very good teams, though, Toronto and Dallas. They probably should smack down Indiana tonight. So I do like the Atlanta team total more than laying the points over 119.5. I kind of lean full game over, but I don't know how much scoring Indiana's going to do. But I do like the fact that 5 straight overs head to head between Indiana and Atlanta. It's been a very high scoring series. So I like the over 226.5 a little bit, but I think I like the team total specifically for Atlanta just a little bit more than that. Billy, we'll start with you here. Pacers, Hawks.
Kevin Herter, 12+ points. Atlanta to win, +104, only on FanDuel.
All right, Werder, player prop, and also combined with Atlanta to win the game tonight against Indiana. Wham, Atlanta, Indiana.
Yeah, man. The Hawks cover 7 of the last 10 home games. No Levert means more Chris Duarte. I was writing down right after that was Justin Holiday. So he's obviously not involved in this game. He's going to be out sipping pina coladas in Sacramento because he can't play because he is not vaccinated for Sacramento. So he'll be chilling for a good for the future there. The Hawks are dead last in opponent 3-point percentage, though, 45%. So that's the reason why I think Chris Duarte should be able to get some shots up. He's going to be the only guy available for this team. So that's going to be feeling good off the dribble. So I like Chris Duarte props here over 16.5 points. Both teams bottom 10 in defense, so there's not going to be any defense played. I like the over, like my guy Ian said. So that's the way I'm leaning here. Other than that, it will be a backwood as far as the side. Even though I think that they should cover this game with this depleted team, they may find a way to figure it out. Brissett knocked down some shots, so I can see that happening, but I'm staying away.
Yeah, and keep in mind, too, with the Pacers, sometimes we underestimate these teams that are just depleted, but it gives these young kids a chance to get a lot of minutes, and they play hard in a lot of cases. So that's why be careful with just auto fade Indiana tonight, getting 12 points. That sometimes these young kids that don't get the time and the ability to be on the court sometimes take advantage of that. Dutch, what do you think here with the Pacers and the Hawks?
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy Ron Crawford. Nets Bets, I see you, my dude. Real Simba, my guy. Real Simba, I see you, my guy. Thank you for joining us. Of course, Sam Comer. What's up, my guy? Always with the best energy in the motherfucking business. Muchly appreciate you, my guy. And also, great follow on Twitter. Be sure you're following our guy. But yeah, man, I'll give you a little bit because I ain't going to lie. I don't got much for this card after this, really. But I think it's a Smack City spot, really. Shout out to our guy, J Money, with the Hawks. I do believe it. I think this game could be a 30, 35-point game. I ain't going to lie to you, especially with the news. Ian touched on it. And the Hawks, they've been playing good ball. They fuck around and been handling a little bit of business, especially as a favorite. 5-0 ATS last 5 as a home favorite, 5-1 overall last 6 as a favorite. 7-1 ATS at the house last 8. So they've been handling business at the house. Then you got these putrid ass, Pacers coming in with the B squad. I don't see how this isn't double digits by halftime. I see JB Brown liking the Hawks first half. I definitely endorse that. Haven't went to the window on this game yet. Might have missed the boat. I don't even know what the line is right now. I believe it was 10.5 early. It's probably a little bit more now. They are 8-3 against the number, last 11 overall. So I could only look Atlanta probably early and often here.
All right, I agree with that. Houston, New Orleans. We got the Pelicans, 9-point home favorites, 9.5 in some spots as well. 224.5 the total here in this one with the Rockets and the Pelicans. Pelicans, you know what? A team that's very interesting at this point in time, and a team that trying to make some moves, of course, and improve. We'll see if they're able to do that here, beginning a 6-game homestand now with this game. They've definitely played better lately. The Pelicans, 3 straight wins against Detroit, Denver. They already beat Houston 120-107 in their last game on Sunday. That was at the Rockets, winning that game by 13. See if they can keep it rolling. Your Rockets are obviously struggling, as we've talked about for a while now. Just 3-7 in their last 10 games. That's both straight up 4-6 against the spread. Pelicans taking some money in this game. When you look at the Rockets here in this game, it's Eric Gordon's out for them. Keep that in mind. Of course, CJ McCollum, the big acquisition for the Pelicans from Portland. He's not going to be ready to go tonight in that deal. So he's not ready to play just yet. The deal was just announced earlier. So they got McCollum, Larry Nance, and Tony Snell from the Blazers, Josh Hart, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Thomas Satoransky, and Didi Louzada sent the other way to the Portland Trail Blazers. So, but again, these Pelicans that have been acquired from Portland will not play tonight. So they're going to be a little depleted, a little bit shorthanded. But can you trust Houston? Still, despite that, probably not. lean New Orleans, but it's backwood for me. Dutch, we'll go to you here. New Orleans, Houston.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to Swaggy, new name in the chat. See my dude Dennis Gomez. Mr. Paulie Walnuts knows what it is. Backwood this motherfucker.
Tough one. I mean, I don't want to back Houston, but is this the night with a depleted, short-handed, maybe short-staffed New Orleans team to back them? Maybe not.
I will
Wham, what do
say
you
they
think?
stole CJ from P-Town, though. That did hurt a little bit. I don't want to get into it because I might get a little emotional.
There's another team it's an abandoned ship going on in Portland right now, just like
man.
Indiana. Wham, what do you think?
I'm gonna just start off saying shout out to Ron Crawford in the chat. My guy, Real Simple 4. You already know what it is. Follow my guy on Twitter. Jay Mills, appreciate the dono. And yeah, man, they got fleeced, bro. Come on, man. How the hell did they just allow Zion? Is this an NBA move or some shit? Like they just trying to keep Zion in New Orleans or some shit? Like neither here nor there. This is a backwood for me for sure. I didn't want to get involved with this because of the trade. I don't want to get involved with this because these guys just recently played, and I think it could be some get back here for the Rockets. But it is in reality, the Rockets suck ass, so it should be another Smack City spot here for the New Orleans Pelicans. So if you are betting this game, I would say Pelicans, possibly take the under here because I think the defense will still be available here for guys like Herb Jones with his long wingspan.
All right, Billy, Rockets, Pelicans.
I like Brandon Ingram in this game, man. He's been actually, been getting to a bucket since he's been coming back from injury. 30 minutes in 3 straight games and 25. It's been 20 plus points in 3 straight games, and his assist percentage has been going through the roof. Not injury news, trade deadline rumors that came in reality today. CJ McCollum pulling up down there for the Pelicans. What you think about the trade? He can shoot the ball and he can help that team. So who cares? Do I think CJ McCollum's a really good basketball player? That's a story for another day. You can follow me over on Twitter for that. But Brandon,
we want to know. We want to know, Billy. We want to know.
Nah, man, I can't
bro.
speak that one publicly. We'll be here all day, man.
Right,
Brandon Ingram over
Well.
on his assist tonight, 6.5. Or you can take the points and assists. He's cleared his points and assist prop in 7 out of his last 10 games with the fastest paced team in the league. Is a pace up spot for the Pelicans. Is a great spot for the Pelicans. And you know what? To be honest with you, I didn't personally make a move on it myself because there's a couple of things that the Pelicans is doing over there that I don't even know if Josh Hart's going to be playing this, that, and the third. But I will say, though, if you are looking for a degenerate parlay today, I would take down an assist prop on that Ingram, John. FanDuel owners out there see 6.5, make that John a 5. Let that be a part of a 20-leg parlay, and you wake up tomorrow, a couple dollars in your pocket, and it would be from Tequila Tuesday to actually taking out your girl on a Tuesday, huh?
All right, I like it.
Cheers.
Right. Cheers. Exactly. I'm missing my tequila or whiskey or beer. Unlike you guys, I would have prepared to drink on the show if I knew you guys were getting in on the act here today.
My fault, bro. My fault.
That's okay. It's all right. All good.
Tequila Tuesday. You got to get the Tequila Tuesday, and then you grab the taco pack after.
Yep. That's great advice. Memphis, 8.5-point home favorites. 227 the total here. I'm on the Grizzlies side. I think they're just too much for the Clippers right now. And it's not that the Clippers aren't capable, but Paul George still out for them. It's hard, right now hard to compete with this Memphis team. They're not letting up. They're impressive every single night. Yeah, they had that one game against the Sixers. They lost in overtime. I think they kind of took it for granted that Joel Embiid wasn't playing in that game. Other than that, they've been a machine, winning and covering, win by 8 at San Antonio, beat the Jazz by double digits, crush Washington by 20, beat the Knicks by 12, crush Orlando by 20. I mean, they're absolutely rolling right now, Memphis, and they've actually had the rest advantage over the Clippers as well going into this game. So there's nothing else to really say here in this game. Memphis is definitely the superior team. They've been able to win by margin. You can lay 8.5 with them at most places, and that's what I'm doing. We're going to lay the points here with Memphis. Dutch, Clippers, Grizzlies.
Yeah, man. I kind of agree pretty much simply everything you said, Ian, is well said. Also, I don't think nothing really has to be said after. It's also the spreadsheet play of the day. Shout out once again to our guy Ron Crawford. 67% is the Memphis motherfucking Grizzlies. So take that and go to the motherfucking window.
All right, good stuff. All right, Billy, how about you here, Clippers, Grizzlies?
Somebody said it in the chat, man. They said it out perfectly. How can you cap this game and not bet Marcus Morris over on his point prop 15.5? That boy has been, I don't know if it's just a 2-game sample size. I don't know if it's trade deadline week, because that's a real thing, man. I'm telling you, they scrolling on the phone just like everybody else. And when they scrolling on their phone to take their shit, I bet you their message is a lot worse than what we're seeing, because they scrolling through their shit thinking about what vacation flight they about to be taking for next week, texting their baby mom, their shawty, telling them, hey, man, we might be getting traded. Make sure you get the bags packed and ready to go. Marcus Morris said, man, I ain't going nowhere. They can't get rid of me. So I like his over 15.5 points tonight, -125. Let's go.
That's very
Dennis Gomez. You got to understand, when it's trade deadline week, bro, these players be playing harder to not get traded. I swear to God.
7 of the last 9 games that Marcus Morris has suited up for the Clippers, he's gone over that point total, by the way. It's hard to deny that right now. 7 of 9 and only -125. The percentages are in your favor, certainly, for over 15.5 points. And
that's my straight up favorite point prop of the day, for real, for real. Like, I didn't really bet a lot of. I'm a big point prop better, but like that was the only one I saw. Like, that was just straight fact value.
And one of the 2 that stayed under, one of the 2 out of the last 9 was a 15-point game, so barely stayed under. So he's been definitely getting over that more often than not. Wham, what do you think here, Clippers, Grizzlies?
1 second.
Oh, he's got the walkie-talkie sound.
Yeah,
okay. We'll fix it.
I heard it change.
There you go.
Very good. There it is.
You're good.
So, I agree with you. Memphis, they covered 7 of the last 10 in the first half, though. So I'm thinking more so in the first half is a bigger difference here for them. They covered that, and they're also one of the second best teams in the first half for the season, just behind our Cavaliers that we know that's pretty good in that category. The Clippers also in that last 10 road games, they're 3-7 in the first half ATS. So they have been doing pretty bad on the road, along with giving up the 3rd highest 3-point percentage to opponents at 40%. This team is the highest in field goal makes. They averaged 47 field goal makes over the last 5 games in the Memphis Grizzlies. I believe that they are one of the top 3 teams in scoring as well in the Grizzlies over the last 5 games. I just believe that they're going to be able to get the points off on this team. This team is not going to be able to stop them from scoring in the paint. We know that's what they want to do. So generally, when I look to cap against Memphis, I looked at what type of offense are they allowing inside the paint. This team is allowing 50 points in the paint over the last 5 games. I expect these guys to continue to do so. So I do like Memphis here. It's something I didn't bet here, but I do like the 4.5.
You know that's good money when you can't even same game parlay that on FanDuel. That's when you know that's good money.
you know when they stop you from doing shit.
If they allow you to stop it from parlaying it, where you can parlay everything in the game, that's when you know that shit's good money. They said
I agree with
full
you.
game, fuck the first half. Pick the Sixers
I
first.
agree with that. I agree with that. And honestly, and whatever all my guys are saying here, I think Memphis may be the play, and that's the addition I'm going to make after the game. So it's not official for me right now just because I haven't bet it, but it is something I will be tweeting out if I do make the bet.
Yeah, definitely. All right, Pistons and Mavericks. We got Dallas 11.5-point home favorites, 211, 212 the total in that range. Lean under, but I'm not getting involved in this one. It's not a great Dallas spot. They're off 2 big wins. They could be a little, not hungover, but they could take Detroit for granted, maybe sleepwalk through this game a little bit. Maybe the Pistons get through the back door but I don't trust their offense right now. They've struggled without Cade Cunningham the last 3 games consistently to put the ball in the basket. They're playing one of the better defensive teams. They've gotten their defense back on track, the Mavericks. So maybe a lean to under 212. Other than that, it's a backwood for me. Wham, how about you here, Detroit, Dallas?
Yeah, it's a backwood for me just because I don't know if Cade is going to play. If Cade is in the offense, I think if he's in the lineup, I believe the offense gets a little bit better, gets a bump. He hasn't played with Jeremy Grant since he's been back. So that's only going to allow these guys to get a little bit more cohesion on offensive side. Defensively, I'm not sure. Both of these teams are really bad as far as pace, slow slowed down as far as pace. One of the lowest pace is Dallas, and this team in Detroit, I believe, is like 16th there in that last 5 games. So I expect this points to be kind of as a minimum if that's the case, if K's not in the lineup. But if he is in the lineup, I may think sort of going over, and K to assist is probably something I'm going to be looking at.
All right, Billy, how about you here?
I hate to be that guy, but, this doesn't really take a lot of analysis to really tell. The Pistons suck. They've lost 8 of their last 9 games. They didn't add Cade Cunningham coming back from it. Cade can be there, not be there. I don't care, man. I'm parlaying up the Mavericks. I don't care what the line is. You can get the alt line. You can get the Mavericks to win by 10-plus points because, man, the Mavericks, all jokes aside, the Mavericks have really been one of the hottest teams in the league in the last 2 weeks. Luka the Don is averaging a triple-double. Maybe because he's been averaging a triple-double in his last 5 games. Maybe because he isn't Russell Westbrook and he's just a white guy from Croatia, damn near overseas, probably not even the country he's from, Slovenia. Man, long story short, if that's anybody else putting up the numbers that Luka Doncic was putting up, everybody would be talking about Luka Doncic in this game. We would be talking about Luka Doncic has had a triple-double in 3 of his 3 last games. That's actually a really good prop. Well, then bet the shit, man. Then bet it. Go to the window and bet it. Luka the Don is the way to go. If you feel like you want to be public Joe, take the Mavericks on the money line. Like Nets Bet said, it's a lock. Man, everybody said that shit about Duke yesterday, and we were all not laughing at the end of that game.
Yeah, that's a good vocal impression by Billy there of random mainstream NBA guy taking Luka Doncic for.
You know the ESPN show that you click in on the morning when they be like, you know what the prop of the day is? It's Luka the Don Doncic, 3 straight triple doubles. It's going to be number 4 tonight, but they're 12-point favorites, and he'll probably be pulled before the 4th quarter.
Yeah,
that's the part that they don't tell you about.
No, that's why you tune in for this show for betting advice, not ESPN or Fox Sports 1 or any mainstream network, right? All right, Dutch, what do you think here, Detroit, Dallas?
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy Nathan Cerna. The real symbol, like in the Adams over 10.5 rebounds in the Grizzlies game. And
bet the double-double. Bet the double-double at that point. It's plus money.
Right,
way more plus money than the rebound.
Big shout out to JB Brown. I see you, man. I appreciate the dedication, my guy. Mr. H-Town, I see you. But, yeah, back with this motherfucker, man.
All right, we go to New York, Denver. Denver, 9.5-point home favorites, 219 the total. So I'll give the Knicks credit for fighting the good fight last night. I mean, for the Laker game wasn't that
a fucking game?
Yeah, and the Knicks do so many good things for like 3 quarters of that game. Even into the 4th quarter, they're still in decent shape. And then the roof just collapses on them. It's like base down the stretch, and they just turnovers and bad defense and breakdowns. And that was pathetic from the New York Knicks down the stretch. So now you're off not only 1, but you're off 2 gut-wrenching losses, 2 kicks in the nuts in back-to-back games, the Laker game, the Jazz game. Now you got to try to rebound back-to-back on the road. Oh, in the thin air and altitude for a 2nd straight night in Denver against the Nuggets. I mean, it's Nuggets or nothing for me. I want no part of the Knicks in this spot tonight. It's an awful spot off 2 demoralizing losses in a row. For me, it's probably Denver first half, full game split, just like the Boston game. Denver -5 first half and the full game at -9.5. I like the over too, because I think Denver's going to just pile on the points against a fatigued, tired, worn down Knicks team. And the Knicks will just do enough offensively to get that game over the total. So I like the Nuggets in the over and Nuggets first half full game, split it up between.
I was going to say, but Bano, you got some balls betting the Nuggets full game, man. You better than me.
Yeah, it is. But if they're ever going to do it and they're ever going to wipe someone off the map, it's tonight, because this is a brutal spot, positively brutal for the New York Knicks tonight. Dutch, what do you think here? Knicks, Nuggets.
Yeah, man. Big shout out to our guy MD24. Nicky Fish Tanks, I see you, my guy. But yeah, this game, it's a backwood for me as well. I can't fuck with this game.
All right, Wham.
I can't fuck with this game. That shit funny, bro. I love you. I love my boy.
Hey, Denver's been schizophrenic. It's not easy to trust him, but I'm
hell no. He ain't lying. No, he ain't lying. I'm just saying the way he say it is fucking hilarious. It no matter what he talk about. It's just what they say. Like, yeah, I can't fuck with this game. That's funny. No, but I'm fucking with this game though. That's making funny too. So I'm on the first half of. You already know, man. Denver playing. Let's see if we can make a case for the other team to score on their ass, and I can make a case for this team, the Knicks, to score on their ass, even though they don't have they guys playing. I mean, they don't have fucking Mitchell Robinson out there. That's a defender, bro.
Man, the
He's
way
out. That's
Mitchell
helping.
Robinson
That's
was
helping.
playing yesterday, bro, was wild, man.
That's
He
what I'm
didn't
saying, bro. You know what's making me mad is
he
because
to
me and
$500
Ski,
on FanDuel last night off of his
bro,
second half, bro. Swear to
me
God,
and Ski
$7
always talk about the double for him, bro. That shit is
got
just
that
that was
shit by
wild.
the first TV timeout.
That shit was wild. That shit was wild. So yeah, that's why I was saying that shit was wild. So as far as this, both of these teams in the spans, as far as the road for these guys on the last 5 road games, the first half overs went 4-1. We all know what type of first half over has been happening for the Denver Nuggets. They're the number 1 team in first half over, up 18 units for the year here on that span. So if you've just been betting that blindly, you up 18 units. I believe that it will hit today because Julius Randle, again, he gets the 30 points, and like it is probably wasted again, like my guy Babeno said the other day with the Laker game. It's probably wasted again. He's had back-to-back 30 games, and both of those games are all losses. In this game, I think he could get there as well, so I'm going over 18.5 points, and I'm also taking the first half over 113 because I believe that they will be able to score in the first half. The Denver is allowing 28.8 first half points in the paint. So in the paint, they're allowing first half points in the paint, 28.8. It's just got to be a quick switch as far as what's going to be available for us. Our shots are not falling. We need to get in the score and score on Jokic. I think it's a little easier, especially with Mitchell Robinson's not in the lineup. So I do like these guys to be able to get in the paint and do what they have to do. And Mitchell Robinson's on the team that I'm talking about, but I believe that that's going to just help these guys know that they have to score because Denver is going to score on them. So,
I'm with you.
and that's the reason why I like this look a lot. This is probably going to be the best bet. I haven't made the connection yet because I bet this game and another game the same that I already mentioned. But this is the best. This is one of the candidates for sure for best bet. Most likely will be best bet for the day. I think the first half over will fly over here in this spot because I just think the pace will have to be there. And then I also think that they're going to be giving up the defense. So that's the way I'm looking here. First half over 113. And then Julius Randle to not get 30. He don't have to get 30, but just over 18.5 points. I am taking that as well.
All right, there we go. Wham liking a lot here with the Knicks and the Nuggets, and might be hearing about that game in best bets later on. All right, quickly, Milwaukee, LA Lakers, Milwaukee, 3.5-point road favorites, 233 the total in this one. This looks to me like your typical, as Dutch says, there's levels to this shit, and this looks like that kind of game here for the Lakers. I mean, okay, you came back and you beat the Knicks. Okay, you beat Portland few games ago. You also lost to the Clippers. You lost to Atlanta. I mean, you played a little bit better since AD's come back. You did have a win against Brooklyn, but that's not saying much because Brooklyn's crumbled the last couple of weeks. Levels to this shit here, in my opinion. Milwaukee's just better, and I think they'll show it tonight. I like the -3.5 with them. It looks like Grayson Allen's going to – everyone's on board for the Bucks tonight. Portis, Middleton, Holiday. James and Anthony Davis will play. And look, the Lakers, a little bit of spirit from them lately, but you're playing a much tougher team tonight. I like the Bucks. I think the price is pretty cheap on them here. What do you think here, Wham? Bucks and Lakers?
You already know where I'm going. That's why you went straight to me, bro. I'm going with the Lakers, man. We're going with the Lakers, bro. And the reason being is because the Bucks haven't did shit, man. The Bucks are fucking mid. Not only are they in the Midwest, but they are fucking mid, bro. They are not fucking ready for this shit, bro. This is not happening today. The Lakers, now I will say they will allow these motherfuckers to score, but I believe that they will be able to score. They will be able to score on the Bucks. Now, both of these teams, I believe that they are going to be able to give it up. I think the Bucks will be able to give it up. I did bet the Lakers +4. I did have a stake bet with Jose on Jimmy's show earlier today. So maybe someone said in the chat, Jimmy's show, like, yeah, you're a real fan, bro. You're trying to make a case for the Lakers. You can make a case for the Lakers every fucking game. That's the problem, because sometimes guys don't show up. Sometimes they don't show up, and it's just what it is. And sometimes Westbrook is on the bench in the fourth quarter. You got a fucking chance. And that's why I think we might have a chance today. He will be sat towards the end, especially in this game. This is a bigger game than what we think. This is a game that they try to level themselves out and see if they make any moves or not. I think they may have deals on the table, especially after the bullshit that we didn't see. I think they may have deals available for them to at least pull and fire on. They may not be pulling on those deals because they want to see all these guys come back healthy. I can see the Lakers saying some bullshit like Kendrick Nunn is an acquisition, even though he's just coming back for be available for the first time. I can see them saying some bullshit like that. So I like the Lakers today at 3.5, and the reason being is because they haven't played to their potential. So yes, you're right, Ian. This is an up in class, but the Lakers haven't been up for themselves yet. So again, the Lakers can be fucking bullshit. We can let fucking Westbrook take the ball up all the time. Don't get me wrong. I'm here all the fucking time. We say this shit all the time. I'm always trying to talk y'all into the Lakers. I'm just telling y'all the truth, bro. This is not a 2-unit play. This is a half-unit play. I'm going to let y'all know this is a half-unit play. This is not a full-unit play or nothing.
Small-scale fanboy play.
This is a small-scale fanboy play. Like I'm telling you, if I was – this is the Timberwolves for me right now. This is the Timberwolves for me, bro. I'm telling you, the Lakers should be able to pull it off. I think they measured themselves up pretty well today against Giannis and them. They hold it down in the paint. I'm hoping that they do that. That's the only way that we're going to win if we hold these guys down in the paint. Under 60 points. Come on, please. Under 60. Under 55 points in the paint, please. Make them shoot. Make them shoot, y'all. Just make them shoot. We'll have a chance here. So
they better get their track shoes on and score.
We need them.
They're going to need
to.
to.
And I'm not going to hold anybody up here. I know we got some more Laker hate coming in way. So I'm just getting the prayer sucker hands ready. Because I know my guy's going to kill us, bro. A little prayer
for the Lake Show tonight, says Wham. Yeah. All right, Billy.
This is the first time I can ever say Wham is sound like a straight, complete homer, man. I thought it was going to be the reverse. You talking about the 76ers against the Suns, and then you was going to talk about fading your Lakers and blah, 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 and we was going to laugh at the window at the end of the night since this is the last game of the night. Well, damn, man, I guess we on a whole entire different opposite section because y'all don't play defense, and I don't got nobody sticking Giannis for starters. If we talking about on a straight side perspective. But I will say you can't bet Lakers games pre-flop, man. If you bet a Laker game pre-flop, God bless you, man. You like stress and drama in your life. I don't. I'm going to take me this player prop and get paid right at the window. Grayson Allen, over 1.5 threes, minus 170. If you guys haven't been watching, you can tail that up, ladder it up, do what you want to do. But one of the biggest trade assets for the Milwaukee Bucks heading into the trade deadline, don't be surprised if you see it tonight, tomorrow, today, or the next day, is going to be Dante DiVincenzo, the Philadelphia native himself from Villanova. I think he's going to be traded because that is the Bucks' biggest asset during the player trade deadline, which correlates to Grayson Allen playing more minutes. If you watch Grayson Allen on Sunday, he was a late scratch because he's going to play a lot today because they about to trade DiVincenzo's ass. Grayson Allen's having a career high in points this year, even though it doesn't seem like a lot. It's enough to get these 2 threes that we're going to get to this bag tonight. So make sure you tail that. Grayson Allen over 1.5 3-pointers. And then if my boy Stanley Johnson makes the lineup, man, they hanging over this over 0.5 3 at minus 130. And fuck it, man. I got gambling problems. I'm betting that one too.
All right, Dutch.
Yeah, man, I can't lie. My boy Wham Bam, man. Hey, he said the Bucks are mid. I know one thing is for sure. You ain't smoking mids, bro. Pass that shit. Hey, real talk, bro. Because the Bucks might be the farthest thing from mids, bro. Now they have their moments, but since they got that ass, taken to the house against the Nuggets on their home floor, I believe it was a 30-plus point loss. They're 3-0 straight up and against the number, averaging 128 points per game. Average win, 22 points per game. Shoot from the field, not only all these motherfuckers have been on fire. They're shooting 52% from the field in that span. They are 6-3 ATS last 9 versus these boys. So they handled the LA Lakers. But my man Ian said it best. There's levels to this shit. And the LA Lakers are not on the Milwaukee Bucks level. Drew Holiday will have a night tonight. No props for me, but if you want it, over 17.5, that's good money. But I'm all over the Bucks here. They're going to hit these motherfuckers not once, not 2, but 3 motherfucking times. Trifecta spot here. Bucks full game, probably the best look because they are the better team. I usually go first half strictly with the Bucks, but I like them all three here. The Lakers 1-4 straight up last 5 at the house versus the Bucks, and they're allowing 114 points per game the last 5. So I know AD's back and everything. He's supposed to save the day, but they still can't stop a motherfucking nosebleed. And you got Drew Holiday, Giannis, Middleton, and them boys coming in. It's gonna be a long night in La La Land. Fear the motherfucking deer early and often.
Yeah, that 117.5 team total, I'm going to bet that as well. Over
I like that
117.5 team
I
total
like that.
Bucks. Yeah,
I like
because
that.
that way, you know, if the Lakers show up offensively, then you don't have to worry about -3.5. But I do still think they cover that as well. All right, we'll go rapid fire through the last two here. Orlando, Portland. Portland pick 'em -1, 221 the total. I'm going to say, like I said at Friday night when we talked about Portland, Portland can't be laying points to anybody. And that includes the Orlando Magic. Give me Orlando here. I like them. I think they win this game. Anthony Suggs, Wagner, Carter, Bamba. I'll trust them over Simons, McLemore, Ellaby, Winslow, Nurkic. And now, of course, CJ McCollum traded away to the Pelicans. Orlando wins. I just think they win. I mean, we saw OKC go into Portland, beat them down on Friday night. So I think Orlando wins this game. Simple as that. I'll fade Portland every opportunity, especially when they're being asked to win a game or laying points like this spot. Dutch, what do you think? Magic, Blazers.
Yeah, man, real quick. We got about 330 motherfuckers in here, and we ain't even hit the Mando yet. You dis motherfucking respectful. Come on, man. Hit the motherfucking like button. Hit that motherfucking like button like we about to hit these motherfuckers straight over the head. And both of these games are backwards for me, so you don't got to fuck with me until the end.
There you go. How about you, Wham?
There you go. I was
How
going
about
to say
Billy?
the same thing. Same thing. Both of these games backwards for me. You can
All
kick
right.
it at the Billy, bro. How you feeling, Billy?
And you backwood that shit too. I would probably parlay the Timberwolves though, man. I don't like the Kings.
All right.
And
Minnesota-
I like the man. I'm sorry, but Ben, I like that point as well with the Magic as well. That I think they beat.
I do
Portland.
It's
do
just like, do you really want to work all day Monday to wake up Tuesday to put your hard-earned money that you done made over the weekend that you done slaved probably for to put it on the Magic? Man, I'd rather go to sleep.
Yes, for me, yes,
I'd rather
Billy.
go to
because,
sleep.
Portland's even a bigger goal.
Situation.
Take my
Yeah.
chances on overnight
Yeah.
tennis or some hockey and then the Olympics or something. I'd rather bet that. Magic.
I know what I'm getting into. I'm getting into it with a Magic team that, you know, they've lost 2 in a row and been blown out in those 2 games. But Boston and Memphis is a far cry from Portland, who is Orlando's opponent here tonight in this one. And quickly, Minnesota, Sacramento. I'll be the one to talk about this one since everybody else passing on it, although Billy kind of likes the side that I like here. Minnesota -7, 232.
Yeah,
It's
baby.
not a best bet, but I'm sprinkling it between the -4 first half and -7 full game with
I'm
Minnesota.
with you on that first half, though, Babano. I think in this particular spot, Anthony Edwards is going to eat against this Kings team, man. So if you're looking for some degenerate props, I'd probably say Edwards, but I couldn't make that official or put it on my betting card personally because with, trade deadline stuff, NBA All-Star break around the corner, these young kids trying to go to the crib, man. They ain't trying to be playing out there on the court, especially in Sacramento.
Yeah, definitely. Now, I think De'Aaron Fox is going to play. He was at shoot around. I expect this game to be
He
with
better
him in
play
there.
after they traded Halliburton.
Yeah, definitely better. Yeah, exactly. And I like Minnesota
Like,
still, though.
for real.
-4 first half and full game -7. I still like that there against Sacramento to get the job done. Hit the like button to 346. What a live viewer count we got today. Great stuff seeing 346 live viewers for the NBA Pub Hub. Hit the like button. We appreciate that. Great stuff. We got Connor and Max and the Net Profit Show coming up next. We'll get to best bets and Dutch's freshest look right after this. All right, Southtown 101. When you're in San Antonio, Texas, stop in. Great food, drinks, live music, DJs, and karaoke. Southtown 101. Manscaped, promo code PubSports, 20% off your purchase. Lawnmower 4.0 or any Manscaped product, you get 20% off if you use promo code PubSports. And MyBookie.ag, Super Bowl 56 this Sunday. NBA, college basketball, NHL, UFC. Sign up for an account, mybookie.ag, Bitcoin accepted currency for your deposit, mybookie.ag, promo code PubSports. And there's the Pub Rub. Make sure you check that out, $14.99, 2 for $25. Get it at the website. I'll find that and more at pubsportsradio.com.
Great on eggs. Great on eggs.
Absolutely. All right, best bets, Dutch's freshest look. We'll start with Wham today. I think he already hinted at what it is. Wham, your best bet.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna give y'all a two-piece here. These both plays that I bet the same. It's gonna be the over first quarter, over 53.5 in the Philly Suns game. Then I'm also gonna go over the Denver game, over 113 points in the first half. That both of those I expected to be a lot of scoring, a lot of efficiency early. So that's what we're gonna go with. The first one, 53.5 first quarter Philly, and then 113 first half for the Nuggets.
All right, Suns Sixers first quarter over, Nuggets Knicks first half over. Two best bets here for Wham today. All right, Billy, best bet.
Yeah, my bad. I got to sit up real quick. I was all slouched up in the chair. So we're going to hit it with the 3-pack tonight. Everybody's complaining about the lines and the odds. Well, you better know it's pay-per-view week over here at Pub Sports Radio, and the stars are going to come out to play. So we're going to take Curry over 1.5 threes. A little bit juicy for some, so you can take that as a same-game parlay. My favorite prop today is going to be Nikolai Jokic over 11.5 rebounds at -135. And my favorite plus money on the spot on the board today is going to be Robert Williams double-double plus 220, your Taco Tuesday 3-pack.
All right, there you go. 3-pack for Billy, best bets, and Dutch, precious look.
Yeah, man. We're going to stick with the two-piece since I got 2 units on both of them. So let's do it. The two-piece. Got the Celtics. We'll give it out at 8.5 for show purposes. And the motherfucking Milwaukee Bucks. Fear the Deer, -3.5 full game. And this ain't a thigh and a breast. This is 2 motherfucking titties. So milk that bitch. Yeah, man.
All right, good stuff there, on point. Dutch there with the freshest look, a double dip of freshest look for Dutch today. And my best bet, which is now trying to go to 7-0 now with the best bets with this one. So we're hoping we get it right one more time. This was tricky to narrow it down, but I'm going to. And I'm going to go Milwaukee Bucks team total over 117.5 against the LA Lakers. And I like the -3.5 too. I think they're both going to cash. But I like the team total. I mean, I'm going to rely on this Bucks team that is just lighting it up big time the last few games to take advantage of a Lakers team that still, to me, they can't defend upper echelon teams. Even with Anthony Davis back, I don't trust them. Bucks team total over 117.5 for my best bet for this Tuesday NBA card. Let's make it 7 best bet winners in a row. We'll try to tonight with that one.
Man.
All right, great stuff from Billy, Wham, Dutch, and a great NBA Pub-Up show. Hit the like button on the way out. We got Maxwell Smart and Connor Mack with the Net Profit College Basketball Show coming up right now here on Pub Sports Radio. For Dutch, Billy, and Wham, I'm Ian Cameron. Have a great Tuesday night. Enjoy the games and good luck. We'll see you again tomorrow on Wednesday, 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific for another NBA Pub Hub right here on Pub Sports Radio. Dutch, take us home.
Yeah, man. You know where it's at, Pub Sports Radio. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share the video. Yo, salute to the real ones. Yo, stay fresh, stay blessed, but stay putting these motherfucking bookies to rest. Yeah, man.